welcome back to the Empire Let's Play series. Today we're going to get a couple of things done. We're going to get some work done on our tunnel, and we're going to clear out a space to build our map library. But to begin, I want to talk a little bit about our axe. So we have two diamond axes. One of them we've got efficiency 4, unbreaking 3. The other one has nothing on it right now. And I would like to get these enchanted and maybe combine them to make a really good axe. And then eventually we'll head down to the swamp to get mending books and all of that. But first things first, let's see what happens if we put this in the enchanting table. Efficiency 4. So if I was to combine that with that, we would have an efficiency 5 axe, which is a little overkill. Maybe we might get another enchantment on there. So let's try that. Let's grab some lapis. Cross our fingers. Just efficiency 4. Okay. I'm going to roll the dice, and we're going to take that back off. So now what happens if we put the diamond axe in here? Unbreaking 3. We've already got unbreaking 3 on here, so that's not very useful. What if I put a book in here? Smite. That's not useful either. Let's see, do I have anything I could just enchant real quick? Yeah, let's just do this. Put that in there. Let's do that. Okay, so now if we put the diamond axe in there, Fortune 3, that's really good. So let's again cross our fingers and hope we get something in addition to that. Nope, just Fortune 3. But a Fortune 3, efficiency 4, unbreaking 3 axe, that's a pretty great axe. Now to combine these two, if I go in this direction, that would cost 14. And if I go in this direction, that would cost 10. I don't think I'm going to do anything right now because I want to wait for that mending book, and I don't want the enchantments to get too expensive. Let's go ahead and put this one in here just so we don't end up breaking it. And then let's run over towards the tunnel and get some work done on that. There's a couple of things I want to show you up here. One of them is I got a suggestion from Auntie Nick to add some signage. And so there's a couple ways we could do that. One is we could just do signs like this that point towards where things are. Or we could do hanging signs. And hanging signs you can do at interesting angles. In addition to the signs, I did a little adjustment here. I made this sort of push over to the right a little bit and then jog down. The reason I did that is I wanted this to be more of a T-shaped intersection so that when we come up here, we are facing a sign rather than facing in this direction. It's pretty subtle, but it looks pretty good. I also did a bit of terraforming and landscaping. So since I pushed this over, I moved the tree over. I did a little bit of terraforming here, you can see. Added some lights, some bone mealing, another tree on the right there. It's so weird that the animals all want to climb to the top of the hill. Like they're all gathering up there. It's very peculiar. Must be something with their pathfinding. Went ahead and put some lights up here. And then here is where we get down to the tunnel. And I've got some ideas for this. So one idea I had was instead of the tunnel floor being here, if we came down to half slabs, then this would be spawn proof because it would all be slabbed and I wouldn't have to do as much light and it would use half the materials. And so I think that's the first thing we're going to do is install the floor in the tunnel. It is real spooky and gloomy in there. But this is all slabs, so nothing can spawn in here. We will put some light in here because I don't want it to be quite this gloomy. But I think it'll be pretty dim, and that'll be a cool thing. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some torches on the wall to determine how often I want to have architectural or structural element. And then once I figure that out, we'll get to work on that. So here I've got a torch marked out about every 10 blocks. And what I'm going to do is create a little bit of a pillar that is inset into the wall. I'm just going to use stone bricks, and I think it'll look nice and classy. And then wherever there's a torch, I'm going to hang a lantern from the ceiling. Won't get a lot of light on the floor, but it will make things seem a little brighter. And again, since we're spawn proof, that's not super important. Now that is a tunnel we can all be proud of. That is a good looking tunnel. All I did was dig in a little bit, do some stairs and some stone to give the impression of a pillar. And then up top, I just did some slabs and some stairs, and it looks like it's supported. It looks like it is structural. Did a tiny bit of texturing just to make it look a little less flat. Got our lights in here, and it looks great. Next thing we're going to do is move in this direction, and I want to clean out all the space we're going to use for the map library. In the map library, I want to create a map of our entire world. And what I mean by that, if you remember way back when we started this, we're going to work in a specific area, and it's about 7,000 blocks wide, I think. I'll put it up on the screen to kind of show you what I'm looking at. So when we first generated the world, this is the area we identified as the world we're going to work in. There's all these villages that we're going to connect, and it's going to be great. And so over here, we'll have a big building, and we'll basically put the map on the floor, and that way we can kind of walk around and look at it. We're also collecting a lot of village maps because we're doing the trade rebalance experiment that gives us the new village maps from the cartographers. We're going to have a place to keep those as well. One thing you may or may not have heard in the next snapshot, they added in the cartography maps. So when you trade with villagers that are cartographers, they will have maps to other villages so you can find those specific villages. Kind of a cool thing that we've had access to while we've been doing this experiment, but now everybody's going to have access to it. Now your standard map represents 128 by 128 blocks. What we're going to do is we're going to shrink all of our maps down by one. We're going to zoom out one level, so each map represents 256 by 256 blocks. Now our world that we're going to exist in is going to be about 7,000 blocks wide, and doing that math, I think it's going to fit in this space here. So let's clear out some space for our map library. That is going to be a pretty good size building. And we're going to use some stripped oak. We're going to use some stone. We're going to use some glass. I want it to look real modern. And I think this will be a really nice addition to this whole world and will give us a place where we can kind of see the work actually happen. It's difficult without a bird's eye view to really appreciate everything we've done. So this will be really cool. In the middle of recording this episode, I took a trip to Las Vegas and I did a bunch of video recording while I was there. And I'm going to put together just a little travel video to kind of share what I did on my trip. And I've decided I'm going to post that kind of video over on my other channel. I'll leave you a link so you can check it out. The other channel is mostly for just short movies and videos and things that I do that are not Minecraft related, just sort of other types of projects. And I think I'm going to move my Todd Talks over there as well. So if you like that sort of thing, I'll post the next Todd Talk here so you can check it out, and then also leave you a link to the other channel so you can check that out as well. I think in the next episode, we're either going to spend some time on this map library or on the bridge. Maybe both. We'll see how. Whoa, I almost fell down there. Anyway, we'll either work on the bridge or the map library or maybe something else. There's a few other things that I would like to do as far as get more mending books, do some more trading, some different things like that. So we'll just see how we feel. In the last video, I asked everybody what kind of transitions you like for me to reveal the work that I've done. And I asked if you liked montages or time lapses or just a reveal of the work. And overwhelmingly, people like time lapses. Funny enough, they're the trickiest one for me to do because I have to kind of have it all planned out. But the one that people like the least is just the wipe to reveal the work. They actually want to see it happen. So that's good input, and I appreciate that. Things won't change too much, but I just like to know what kind of things you like and what kind of things you don't. Join me Sundays on the live stream if you want to see some of the road work happen. We'll do a lot of the bridge work and the map library during the episodes, but if you want to see this in-between road work happen, that's when I'll get that done, is on Sundays during the live stream. And I think that's where I'm going to wrap this one up. If you want to be like these folks and help support the channel, scan the code on the screen or click join down in the description. And thanks for watching. I hope you had fun. Please like and subscribe if you want to follow along on the adventure. And I hope to see everybody in the next one. Bye-bye.